my lovely Sagittarians. How goes it, Sag? I hope you guys are well. It is lovely to be with you. Now, Saggy, in meditation, I simply saw two people having a conversation. But Sag, I think you are the person who wanted to say something. It was on the tip of your tongue. But you thought to yourself, oh, I just don't know how they're going to take it. So I'm just going to keep it to myself. Archangel Michael then showed me a clock. I feel, Sag, some time has gone past. You really want to release some kind of truth to someone, but you're really nervous about their reaction. You may feel they would believe it's too risky, or you may feel they would believe there would be some kind of repercussions. I don't know. But Sag, you're really keen to sort of say what you need to say, because what I'm hearing from Archangel Michael is you're definitely going to do it. You're not sitting on the fence, Sag. You know you're going to do it. You may even have been putting plans in place to do this, but you've been holding back expressing to someone what your plans are because you simply feel you're going to get a massive pushback and you're sort of dreading it, right? Yeah, okay. Archangel Michael said that's the message. Let's find out what this is all about, Saggy. So the deck that I'm using is the Tarot du Soleil, Tarot of Sun. You know the drill, guys. If you want a private reading, my website's down in the description box. The decks are all listed and the link is there to join the channel if you'd like to become a member. So, yeah, Sag, you're sort of nervous. Oh, how are they going to take this? You may have been waiting until somebody was in a really good mood and then sort of dance around the subject a little bit to see how they would take it, to see if you get an immediate, okay, yes, fine, or an immediate, oh my God, no, sort of reaction. Oh, Sag. I really feel for you because this has been something on your mind that's been on your mind for quite a long time. But you may feel somebody's going to disapprove or somebody's going to say, well, hang on. But you've already decided you want to do this, Sag. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I mean, you could be in a partnership and you may want to say to your partner, look, I've had an amazing opportunity to work abroad. But it means we're going to have to move to another country. I know you don't want to do this, but, you know, it's a good salary. I don't know, Sag. I don't know. Something's going on here. So, you know, if that's the case, Sag, for instance, you've already accepted the position in another country, you've just got to get round to telling your partner, I'm sorry, it's a done deal. I've already said yes, I'm already doing this, but I was a bit nervous about telling you, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, guys, let's see what this is, Saggy. So Archangel Michael, what energies do we have for my Saggies? Thank you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is pretty major, guys. You've already decided in your mind, in your head, silently, that you're going to do this. You may have been sort of surreptitiously organizing things in your life to do this, but you haven't told someone very significant that you may feel is either going to be a bit shocked or you're going to feel they're not going to be very happy. Okay. Oh, guys. Let's see what's going on, people. All right, Saggy. The Three of Swords. Okay. You're either feeling this is going to cause heartbreak, Sag, or you've had to make a realistic decision, which for some of you isn't really what you wanted to do, but maybe you feel you've got no choice, and so you've decided you're going to do this. Okay. Ten of Swords. All right. Wow. Really, guys? Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. Heartbroken that somebody feels or is going to feel betrayed. Are you worried, Sag, that if you say to someone, this is what I'm going to do. I've actually planned it for a long time. They're going to feel betrayed. Or has somebody betrayed you, Sag, and you're having to take a course of action, which you know is going to affect somebody else, and you're just very worried talking about it. Let's carry on, guys. In the past, Two of Cups. Wow. Something or someone made you very happy, Saggy. After that time, Five of Cups. Wow. There's a very big cutoff here. It's as if this is the equivalent of you falling in love, and then the person that you fell in love with just cutting you off with no communication. It's as if, what the hell just happened? If this is simply about emotion, you were very, very excited in the past, thinking about doing something. Oh my God, this is my dream, right? But then you realized that someone around you or people around you didn't feel that this would be a good thing to do, or didn't approve, or might be pushing against this, and there was a sense of disappointment. Oh God, okay, they don't want me to do this. And that might have been heartbreaking in itself. In your thoughts, guys, the Nine of Swords. Sag, you've been having sleepless nights about this. You know, waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning. Oh, you know, I've got to say something because I'm definitely going to do this, but dreading it. Dreading it. Okay. In the immediate future, the King of Cups. Sagittarius, you may be needing to speak to a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, or you could have a lot of emotion for this, a lot of love for this. You could, of course, be a masculine. This is normally your energy. If you're a feminine Sag, you're Saturn, you're masculine. You have this dream, this wish, and you want to take action, but there's a sense that someone else is going to feel heartbroken or somebody else is going to feel betrayed, and you're stressing about it. It's as if to achieve what you want, you're going to have to make somebody else very unhappy. And it's not the way you wanted it to work out, Sag. It's just, I'm hearing a fact. Okay? In your fears, fearing the High Priestess, fearing that somebody is never going to speak to you, or fearing that somebody already knows, they're just waiting for, I'm hearing the bombshell, okay. In the environment, Sag, this might represent the person that you want to speak to. 7 of Coins. They're telling you that they made some mistakes in the past. How strange. So, Sag, you're there carrying all this emotion for whatever you want to do going forward. And the person that you're very nervous in speaking to is saying to you, okay, well, I made some mistakes in the past. It almost feels like I shouldn't have done what I did in the past because it's opened a door for you. And in doing so, I've actually caused myself betrayal. This is the equivalent, Sag, of, how am I going to put this? A very good friend of yours saying to you, oh my gosh, Sag, there's an amazing job going. I really want to go for this position. I'm thinking about it. And then you turning around to this person and saying, you know that job that you mentioned, you were interested in, well, I've got to be honest, I was very interested in it too. I actually quietly went for interview and I've got the job. And this is this person thinking, if I hadn't have told Sagittarius about the job, they would never have gone for it. And I ended up getting the position being awarded the job, I've lost out because I told Sag all about this. That's the energy coming through. But guys, take it as it resonates, okay? I'm not getting a sense here that this person feels as if you're betraying them, but this could be a really awkward situation. It could even be, Sag, that this person introduced you to someone they were interested in. Oh, I just want you to meet so-and-so, and talk to you about the fact that they were interested in that person. Later on down the line, you're having to go to them to say, we're now a couple. I know that you were interested in this person. I'm really sorry. They were more interested in me, and we're making a go of it, knowing that this person's going to be upset. It could be they're just jealous, a bit envious. I don't know. That's the energy. In your hopes, 7 of Cups. Okay. Sag, you're hoping to find the right way of telling this person this. You know, I've got to look at the right option. How am I going to actually word this? Hoping you're not going to leave this person in total confusion. What's going on here? What did you say you wanted to do? I'm not sure I understand, right? You're so nervous. Oh gosh, guys. In the outcome, the 6 of Swords, Saggy, you're going to move somehow to calmer waters, which means either this person is simply going to accept this. It's not great, right? I'm not very happy about this, but okay, it's your life, you know, that sort of thing. Or Sag, you're going to find a way of explaining to this person why you did this or why you want to do this, and put your side of the story to them, you know? If this is someone who is interested in a person that you're now dating, this could be your best mate, right? Your best mate told you, oh my gosh, there's this gorgeous girl around the corner. Ooh, she's so hot. I think I'm going to ask her out. You may have got in there first. Right, Sag? And this is you saying to your mate, I've got to say, if you see this girl and me around town, we are actually dating. It's actually quite serious. I just wanted you to know because you're going to see it, right? You and your best mate may laugh about it later on, and your best mate may say to you, you know what, Sag, that was a little bit out of order, Saggy, a little bit strategic, but I get why you did it, right? Or I understand that I should have taken action before. I shouldn't have dragged my feet. You got in there before me, Sag, and it's okay. You know what? I hope you guys are really happy. Whatever this is, there's a sense that you're feeling just a bit worried about this. But you are going to move to calmer waters in the outcome. Clarification for you, the Strength card. I think, Sag, you have been holding back from doing this. Holding back, until it got to the point where you just didn't want to hold back anymore. Yeah, 9 of Wands, because you really, really, really wanted this. This is something, Sag, that must have been playing on your mind for a long time. It could be something this person said or did that opened the door for you somehow. And I think you're going for something here. You're just worried about this person's reaction. Their energy, what they're saying to you almost in jest is, oh, yeah, okay, well, best of luck. If I hadn't have done this or told you about this or introduced you to this person, you would never have had that door open, and here you are walking through it. I'm kind of to blame. It's sort of that energy. This is bittersweet for this person. They may be swinging from feeling a bit angry with you deep down, you know, gosh, Saggy was a little bit underhanded about this, but they may sort of smile to themselves and think, well, yeah, but you know, if the shoe was on the other foot, I probably would have done the same, right? Yeah. So their energy, the 2 of Wands. The Two of Wands, yeah. What they're basically saying to you is, I'm not surprised, but I think you should wait. What they don't know, Sag, is it's already a done deal, right? You're already dating this person, or you've already got the job. What you've got to tell them is, well, it's not a question of me asking you if you mind if I do this or date this person. It's kind of already happening. That's the thing. That's the thing, Sag. Four of Wands. Okay. If this is you dating someone that your mate introduced you to, Sag, male or female, then this is you knowing deep down that they know that you guys are going to get really serious. They already kind of know that. If this is someone, Sag, who introduced you to a particular job, oh God, Sag, have you seen that amazing job? Oh, I really wish I had the courage to go for it. I'm not sure. I'm going to think about it. And then you whipped in, you know, and got the job. What they're realizing is it's a done deal. You're starting at the company next week, right? While they've been dragging their feet, thinking, should I do it? Shouldn't I? You've already got the job. So underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Saggy, you have been working on this for a while. You have, behind the scenes. You have. We've got the Hermit, Virgo. You've been keeping this really, really quiet. It may be why you've been distancing yourself from someone, because you didn't want them to know until the last minute. And then in the nicest sense, if they found out at the last minute, it would be sort of too late. Right? Everything's already moving. Yeah, you're closing out a cycle, Saggy. You're closing out a cycle. It's a done deal. You've been keeping this under your hat because you were afraid of somebody's reaction. So what you've done is you've already got this in the bag, or you're already sort of 80% through the process, and then you're going to drop the bombshell. Just so that you know, feel a bit bad about this, but this is what I'm doing, or this is who I'm dating, or you know that job, well, I've got it and I'm starting next week. You're just going to drop the bombshell, with the view that if they're angry, basically you turn around and say, well, I'm really sorry, but I've already done it, or I've got the job, or we've already been dating for a few weeks. We can't change it, or I don't want to change it, or it's too late to change it. If they smirk at you and say, okay, Sag, well, I kind of thought that that would be the case, then, you know, you're home free. As in, this person isn't as upset as you thought they might be. Okay? Yeah. So, guys, let's find out what this is. Let's see what this is. So, Archangel Michael, why is Sag feeling heartbroken because of the Ten of Swords? Do you feel, Sag, this person's going to feel betrayed? Are you heartbroken because you don't really want them to feel betrayed, but you know that they would do? Oh, Saggy, okay. All right, what's this all about? I've got to see the cards in this light. The Two of Swords, okay. Sag, you've been worried that if you told this person what you'd been working on, they would just cut communication. What you've been thinking about is, once I tell this person that I'm doing this, or it's a done deal, or I'm nearly there, right, I can't change it, you'd be worried that their reaction would be, okay, I feel betrayed, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You may have been worried, Sag, really worried about this. So this was a pretty big deal. You are taking a leap of faith and a risk, as in you may be thinking, okay, this is a bit risky the way I'm doing it, because I'm basically quietly already managing this new situation, or I'm preparing for the job, or I've been dating this person without saying anything to someone very significant who may have given you the opportunity, right? So you're thinking, oh, I hope they're not going to be too upset. The Hierophant. Yeah, I mean, Saggy, the process is moving forward. Yeah. You maybe wanted to communicate with a Taurian or with a Hierophant, Sag. You've already followed a process. I mean, you're really serious about this. You're really serious about this, but you're burdened. Because at some point, you've got to express the truth. You've got to express the truth. Yeah. Five of Swords. I think, Sag, what you've been worried about is when you express the truth, they're either going to call you out and say to you, well, okay, but I feel betrayed, or you've sabotaged this, or we're heartbroken, or I'm heartbroken. But you really want to do it. You really want this, whatever this is. So it's as if the only way you feel you could have achieved this is by keeping this very, very quiet, behind the scenes, working on this behind the scenes for quite a while, and then just saying at the right moment, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and kind of wait for the tower, right? Because then it will be too late because you're already in it. That's what you wanted to achieve. All right, let's have a look at the past. Two of Cups. You were overjoyed thinking about something, or you could have fallen in love with someone, Sag. Empress. Okay. Wow. Could be you. Could be someone you fell for. Queen of Wands. Okay, Saggy, this is you. You're the Queen of Wands, guys. You're the Queen of Wands, guys. Okay. Were you nervous about telling someone that you were making a really big move? This was your dream come true, but you were afraid that a mother or an older woman would be angry or upset? Or Sag, you could be a masculine who was married but quietly preparing to leave your wife or baby mama to be with a third party. This is something you've been organising behind the scenes. I don't know. Let's have a look at the Five of Cups. It could go so many ways, people. King of Pentacles. Sag, you're either feeling that a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn masculine in the immediate past was not happy with you, or you were unhappy, Sag, as a masculine, sat in a very cold marriage, which is based on financial stability. Okay, yeah. Eight of Wands. Sag, you were communicating with somebody in the immediate past who wasn't very happy that you were planning on doing this. So this could have been a confidant, not someone that you don't want to find out about this, although I think this is coming out, but this could be somebody else, could be a family member, could be a friend. This could be somebody who was giving you advice. Or Sag, this could have been something to do with real estate, property, a realtor. You could be, or rather in the immediate past, you may have been talking to somebody about putting your house on the market, but you didn't want someone else to know because you may have thought they would be upset. You did this quietly, Sag. Yeah, Seven of Swords. You didn't want somebody to know. You were keeping this under wraps. I don't think you were sneaky about this, Sag, but you certainly knew that when this came out, there would be a very tense conversation, possibly an argument, and you just kept it to yourself in the immediate past. Four of Cups, yeah, because what you were thinking about is, well, as soon as they know, or as soon as I express the truth, it's going to be, okay, don't want to talk to you, or I'm not happy about this, or I can't believe you did this. And so you had to sort of go around the houses a little bit, Saggy. And you had your own reasons, right? But you are feeling a bit nervous. I'm sorry I'm laughing, guys, because you really want this and you've already got it in the bag, or you're already doing it, right? But with the Nine of Swords, you're having sleepless nights. It's as if, oh, okay, I've now got to actually say what I'm going to do here, even though I know I'm already in it or I'm doing it. What is the Nine of Swords? Sag. Ten of Cups. You're very stressed about breaking the news to your family, or you're stressed about how this is going to affect a family unit or your partner. Sag, I mean, if you're leaving your wife to be with your lover and you've been working on juggling money for the last few months to do this, and then what you're thinking about is, I'm just going to say it. This is crunch time in the immediate future. This is when it's all revealed. Yeah, wow, Chariot, you're leaving, Sag. You're leaving. You're either leaving a family dynamic and you're terrified about what your parents are going to say, right? You could have been living with your parents for the last 10 years, and what you plan on doing is saying, okay, yeah, by the way, I'm leaving for another country next week. You already got a job. Yeah, I already got the flights. Can't change it. Just so that you know, I'm sorry, it's a bit of a shock. And then you're just going to go. You're just going to get on the plane, right? It could be you want to leave a partner. It could be sad you want to sell a house and you feel somebody's going to be angry, right? It's going to affect a family dynamic. You're really nervous about this. Page of Coins. Yeah, I mean, Sag, you've already signed a contract. You've already got the job, or you're already seriously dating someone that your friend introduced you to, or you've already put down a deposit. I mean, whatever this is, it's in the works. And you've made sure it's in the works, Sag, before you tell the relevant person, so you cannot go back. You cannot stop the process. So you were strategic, but you obviously had your reasons, right? Maybe you feel that somebody would have stopped you, or somebody would have got in there before you, and you thought, all right, I've got to jump on it, but I've got to keep it quiet. Whatever your reasons, guys. So in the immediate future, King of Cups, Seven of Coins. You are saying to someone here, you're either in love with someone, or you have an amazing opportunity that you just can't wait to jump into. You're being very honest here, but what you're looking at is, once you say this, you might have sabotaged a close situation with someone else, and you know it. It's as if it can't be helped. I just got to do this, right? Whoever you're speaking to is either saying to you, I allowed you to do this because of something I did, or someone I introduced you to, or a door I opened for you. They may feel you were a little bit sneaky about it, Sag, I've got to be honest. But it may well be that they could have done this. They could have taken this opportunity, but they sat on the fence. They could have moved into a beautiful relationship with someone, but, you know, they dragged their feet about asking someone out, and so you got in there. It could be this person could have gone for the job, but they didn't. They deliberated, and so you got the job. You went for it. You got it. Whatever this is, they can't believe that you've done this. They may feel it was a little bit strategic, but they may see the funny side of things. Okay, Sag, well, I guess that, yeah, I mean, if I was in your shoes, I would have done that, right? I don't know. So let's have a look at what you're going to say. Let's have a look at what you're going to say. You're either talking to a King of Cups, somebody that you know cares about you, and you're hoping they're going to take this the right way, Or Sag, you are coming through in your masculine saying, I really want this, I love this. By the way, I'm already doing this. And you're just slightly nervous about this person's reaction. So let's have a look at your energy. Yeah, Four of Swords, yeah. What you're saying to this person is, I have been trying to figure out the right time to tell you. I have been thinking about when would be the right time to let you know this. Eight of Swords, and you've been in your head about how to communicate this fact. So what you're saying to this person is, in basic terms, I know you're not going to be jumping up and down with joy about this, so I've had to choose the right timing. I have been trying to choose the right words. Right. What else are you going to say? Nine of Cups. You may say something like, this is my dream come true, but you may see this as me being a bit overindulgent, you know? What else are you going to say to this person, Saggy? Okay. The Six of Wands. There is a certain sense of you being very excited that you've won this, you've achieved this, you've got this, right? You definitely feel that you've got something valuable and you're very excited about this, and you feel you now want to celebrate this or you want to complete this. Six of Wands is victory and success, Sag. What else are you saying to this person? Eight of Cups. I'm going to be leaving. Victory and success. I'm leaving. I'm off. So, Sag, this could be you saying to your best mate, I'm really sorry. You know that job you were talking about? I went for it. I got it. And I'm leaving on a plane next week. I'm not going to see you, but thanks for the intro, right? It may be, Sag. It could be you heading off on an exotic holiday with a person that your best mate was really interested in, and you've got to admit to your best mate that you guys are quite serious already, and you've got to tell them because you may be splashing holiday photos all over the internet. What is really interesting, guys, is you're not saying to this person, I'm really sorry, I know you're not going to be happy about this, but no. You're moving towards this person quite confidently, saying, well, I knew I was going to be victorious in this, or I knew this was going to be a really good thing for me, so I went for it, and I'm going. Bye. And you're just off. You're going, as in you may be leaving this person open-mouthed. Oh my God, Sag, you know, they could be facing several tower moments in one conversation. Wow, okay, you did what? All right, and the result was that, and you're now leaving. You know, you may be feeling they're just not going to know what to say. All right, so let's have a look at this person's energy. They are looking at past mistakes, realizing, Sag, that they somehow gave you the opportunity for something that they wanted or they should have gone for, or they open the door and now they've got to face the consequences because you've just run with this, right? Okay, let's have a look. What's this person going to say to Sag? Five of Wands. They may say to you, I wondered, Sag, whether or not you were going to do that. It did cross my mind that you may do that. You may go and run with this opportunity. I did wonder whether or not you do this. They've been in internal conflict since they sort of opened the door for you, whether or not you just jump through the door, right? So basically what they're saying is, I'm not surprised, but I was in two minds as to whether or not you do this. This all feels a bit cryptic, guys. I hope you're with me. Three of Cups. I'm sorry. What I'm hearing this person say as well, I don't know whether or not to be angry with you or to say congratulations. Three of Cups, you know? I mean, if this is your best mate, Sag, and you've run off with the woman that they really wanted to be with, but they dragged their feet, right? Why the hell shouldn't you? This is your best mate grinning at you over a beer in a pub, looking at you as if to say, you sneaky son of a bitch, right? I can't believe you asked that girl out. You knew I really liked her. I can't believe you're now seriously dating her. Oh my God, you're going to Ibiza for a week? You know, that sort of thing. Sag, it might well be that your best mate looks at you and says, okay, well, best man won. Do you want a beer? Shall we celebrate your new girlfriend, right? It could be something like that. They may be trying to see the light side of things. I guess I got to pat you on the back and say, congratulations, you got the job. Well done. Yeah, I mean, I dragged my feet. I didn't go for it. I wondered whether or not you would, you know. I mean, this could be somebody who was smiling at you, kind of amused. But with the Five of Wands, they're conflicted as to whether or not they should simply say, congratulations, Sag. Because they may feel, I've got to be honest, guys, they may feel as if you did this behind their back. There may be a sense of that. Oh, you kept it quiet because you didn't think I'd approve, right? What are they talking to you about? Ace of Coins. All right. If this is your mate, Sag, your mate may be saying to you, all right, wow, okay, you're going on holiday? When are you going to move in together? Your mate may be completely shocked. Oh, so you've been quietly dating for the last 3 months? Sag, you didn't tell me. Okay, you're moving in together. All right, you're moving in together. Could be something like that. It may be, Sag, this is someone who is really surprised that you went for the job, you got the job, and you've already booked your plane ticket, and they're basically saying, okay, well, when are you handing in your notice? I didn't even know you went for the job. You went for the job? Oh, all right. The job I suggested that I was interested in? Okay, you got the job. Good for you. All right. When are you leaving for the job? This person wants details, Sag. What are they thinking deep down that they're not telling you? What is actually going through their mind? The Ace of Wands, you just jumped on the opportunity. I mean, the opportunity was there for the taking. You just went for it. They're also thinking, Sag, that you really, really wanted this passionate new start, right? You really wanted to move yourself into a relationship with somebody you felt you gelled with, or you really wanted a brand new job, or you really wanted to take this opportunity because for you it would be a fresh lease of life. They do understand that. I think they're just a bit surprised that it's, you know, it's all coming out in a bit of a rush. What else is going through their mind? The Emperor. Yeah, that you flipping took action super fast and locked something down, and they're a little bit, oh my goodness, right? Emperor. What they're thinking about is Sag got an opportunity here, or had an opportunity, went for it, and they're just about to get on a plane, or they're just about to go on a holiday with this woman, or they're just about to sign a legal contract, and okay, they just took the reins and went for it. They're deep down a bit shocked, Sag, because they may feel that you should have told them before. They may feel that would have been the right thing to do, but they understand your motives. They understand. And they're almost sort of saying to themselves, well, if I was in Sag's shoes, I might have done the same thing. Or I don't blame Sag because Sag was a bit worried that I'd be angry or a bit worried I'd be upset. Yeah, that's probably why they hid it. They understand. They're just standing there a bit open-mouthed. What's the energy between you two? Ace of Cups. I mean, Sag, you've just gone for something you really wanted. I mean, this could be anything, guys. It's not necessarily love. It could be something that you knew you really, really wanted. And you're telling this person it's a done deal. Yeah, it's a done deal. Okay. So, Saggy, the Seven of Cups, what you're hoping is this person's going to come out of confusion, right? You may be walking away from them and they're still stood there with their mouth open. You may be hoping that this person is just going to take this in and understand and be okay with it, whilst you are moving forward into calmer waters. I mean, you're just going for this. So tell us about the Six of Swords for Saggy. Hangman. Okay. Sag, you are looking at the bigger picture. You may feel as if you sacrificed for long enough, and you are moving forward, looking at everything from a much bigger perspective now. It's as if I was stuck, but now I'm able to move. You're excited, guys. You are excited. Okay, Page of Swords. You may be not looking forward to telling someone who might have been sacrificing. You've already told someone here, but there may be somebody else that you know isn't going to be thrilled. It could be your boss if you're leaving for a new job. It could be your ex-girlfriend who was hoping to get back together with you. You're telling someone else who isn't going to be thrilled. What is this person's reaction? Okay. They're very burdened, Sag, because they do care about you, right? I mean, if this is a new job you're going for, this is your boss and you've always gone with your boss and you guys have always gone for drinks and it's been a great relationship, but they're burdened because now they've got to find a replacement for your position. You know, they're thinking, oh God, Sag is leaving. I've got to get somebody else to fill their shoes. It might be, Sag, that you're moving away from the environment and you're going to think somebody's going to be upset because they didn't know you were leaving. And I know this person cares about me and they're going to be a bit upset because I'm going to be leaving the area. All right. Anything else? The Five of Coins. Yeah, I mean, you are going to have to leave somebody either out in the cold or you're going to have to leave somebody that you care about, maybe struggling even financially for some of you. And you're not feeling good about that, but you're already 80% there, Sag. The Magician. You've manifested this. You've manifested this. The Death card. Scorpio. Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini, the Death card. You've manifested major change and transformation in your life, Sag. You're super excited about this. And it's as if, in the nicest sense, you are just going for what truly fulfills you. And in the process, if there are people who don't like it, you had every right to do this. Yes, maybe you should have talked to somebody before you went full-fledged into it. But I don't think you wanted to because you were afraid of the pushback. I think, Sag, this is you just moving forward, feeling a little bit uncomfortable that you kept this hidden. But Sag, this is what you wanted, you know? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about, guys? It's been a long time coming. So you might have been searching for a perfect new job, or you may have been looking for the right person, or you may have been dreaming of the right opportunity for a long time. And it presented itself and you thought, well, hey, okay, let's go for it. You're very excited, Sag, about this. You're trying to just push down any feelings of, oh, should have done it a different way, you know? Page of Wands, yeah. Page of Wands. I mean, this is excitement. This is you stepping forward onto a new path, Sag. the Star. And with this comes some sense of a dream come true. This fulfills some kind of dream come true, Sag, for you. Four of Coins, and you're going to hold on to this with everything you have, right? This is the perfect person for you, the right position, the right job for you. This is the perfect ideal opportunity for you. You're not going to let this go. You're not going to let this go, guys. Temperance. And when you get there in this perfect moment, right, sitting at your new desk in your new job, or sitting on the beach watching the sun go down with your person, whatever this is for you, you're going to revel in the moment, Sag. You're going to revel in the moment and sit in a place of peace. This is beautiful. So, guys, an interesting reading. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that is provided some kind of clarity. Take care of you. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way. And many blessings, Saggy. Bye now.